Hello and welcome to the Sidings, and today, in the Sidings, we have a new thingy! Wagons! Yes, Wagons! This is the Caledonia Works London South Western Railway Wagon Pack number 1. So we first start off with the one-plank wagon. The one-plank stone-carrying wagon, which has 2 different stone loads. Okay. I'm gonna go through this wagon by wagon and tell you what I think of it, its positives and its negatives. So, let's start with the one plank. Positives. I love the 2 types of stone. I love that it's empty. I also love that it gives a little bit more uniqueness to the one plank wagon. Generally, if you have a one plank wagon, they're usually carrying motor cars or giant containers, or they're carrying large machine crates, or something like this. But these wooden planks were specifically designed to carry stone, which I love. Now onto the negatives that I can see for this wagon. Yes, there are just 2 different types of stone load for it. I would like to have seen maybe 1 or 2 other stone loads. However, there may not have been pictures. Or maybe to cut down on the amount of wagons you would be putting down and blah 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 blah. They cut down on the stone load. Or maybe there were specific regulations for something like this, but I do not know for a 100% fact. But I do like these. Now, what are some things that would lift these one planks up? Maybe having just one of these one planks carrying quarry parts, like giant, like a crate that has stuff to make these cut stone. It would be nice. Done. Done. Maybe 1 or 2 other forms of the cut stone. Like a stone slab that maybe like half the height of the giant block. Maybe the stone is cut into these square pillars, and it is used for moving, like propping up buildings. That's just my take. But do I like the wagons the way they are? Yes. Let's move on. Here is the 3 plank. Okay. Second verse, same as the first. Why do I say that? A lot of 1 and 3 planks for the London South Western served, guess where? Meldon Quarry. So these things would have been working around like the G6, the LSWR G6s, and other engines like that. I'm not going to complain. These are some good wagons. But a lot of things I'd like to see, because they all are just like the one planks I looked at. Okay. I'm not going to reiterate myself. Now we come to the 5 plank wagons. These carry coal. And you can see that there are 2 versions. Version 1 is on the left-hand side as you're looking at it. Version 2, right-hand side. Now, what are some things about these wagons that might be different? Well, it would have been interesting to see a set of these 5 planks that carried crates, barrels, other forms of freight. But I believe firmly that these LSWR wagons did carry these. However, there had to be a specific diagram. Because I'm going to say something. Lots of wagons were changed and just had little pieces tweaked on them. So, is it possible that in a later pack, we could see a tweaked version of these 5 planks that carry crates, or carry lumber, carry planks, carry tires, carry whatever? Yes. Now we come to the 8 plank. This wagon carries crates. Now, like I said with the coal wagons, there's possibly a version that carried cut stone, a version that carried crushed stone, a version that carried coal, a version that had tarpaulin on it. Would those come in a later pack? Maybe. I'm not going to say 100% yes or no. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. It could be a thing that happens, couldn't be a thing that happens. But for what we have, serves its purpose. And remember that throughout this. All the wagons serve their purpose. Now we come to this. The bolster wagons. Now, in the days of the London Southwestern, these things carried logs and logs only. This is a very unique and interesting take. And do I wish we had other types of log cargo on here? Yes. But for what it is, it, once again, serves its purpose. We move to the cattle wagon. There's not much to say here. I love the fact that it carries cows. Could it have carried other animals? Yes. But once again, what have I been saying? Serves its purpose. Yeah, it's modeling work. The modeling work on the wagons we have looked at so far, exquisite. I firmly believe these are some of the best wagons we've got. These are the double bolsters that carry pipes or are empty. They serve their purpose well. They look absolutely banging. However, I would have liked to have maybe seen one of these with logs. But there's a potential that with the restrictions that the LSWR and even the Railway Clearinghouse put on wagons, that things that you would have gotten away with prior to the Railway Clearinghouse just were not going to be a thing with the Railway Clearinghouse. Now we come to the vans, including the brake van. Well, these vans. So I see a fitted van and an unfitted van. And I believe... No, wait, 2 fitted vans. And I believe... Now, one did carry meat and the other one carried perishable goods. I like this. It looks like the meat van is the one with the 2 vents on the roof, whereas the perishable one has what look to be the 2 vents on the side. No, wait, this is the meat van. That has all those vents going up and down the wagon. So that way the product is being cooled as hot air whooshes in, and as air whooshes in and chills it as it moves along. This is the perishable van. Now this is the gunpowder wagon. Why does that design look so bloody familiar? Well, let's go back to what I said. Railway Clearinghouse. They issued what was known as a standardized design procedure for wagons. So the gunpowder wagon looks exactly like that of the GWR ones. Yay! Once again, I love these. And I love the modeling on these. Are there other versions of these types of wagons? Yes. I think I've actually seen an LSWR gunpowder van, that was completely brown, had a red X on the door, with LS on one side, WR on the other, and then danger, gunpowder, top and bottom of the X. I could be wrong. The Railway Clearinghouse was very clear on their designs and what practices you could and could not partake in to ensure your wagons ran smoothly. Now we come to this, the road brake van. This looks like a brake van that was converted from an old van. Are there other versions of this? Yes, I have seen. Now, I do not know if this is real or not. Take this with a grain of salt. But I have seen a 6-wheeled version of the wagon, of the brake van. Could we see that in a later pack? Yes. But once again, like with the vans and everything else, it serves its purpose. Here is your traditional vent van. It serves its purpose well. Do I think there are other versions of the vent van out there? Yes. Would I like to have seen every version made? Yes. But, once again, it serves its purpose. It is good. The modeling work here is fantastic. The brake van does have a guard's view. There is one little criticism, and it's kind of a criticism I have with a lot of brake vans. And it's kind of a criticism that's unfair because Mesh Tools did it in one of their brake vans, and I kind of felt a little spoiled, and I feel a lot of the community is kind of spoiled on that. But we would like an interior view of some of these brake vans. But a lot of times that will not be possible. Why? A lot of times these interior views just don't exist. Now, before we move to the other things, I want to talk on something that happened here in this pack. This is a unique touch on things. So, the Somerset and Dorset Joint Railways purchased a bunch of wagons. Technically, the Midland purchased the wagons from the London and South Western for use on the Somerset and Dorset Joint Railway, as the London South Western, from what I'm remembering, covered the infrastructure. So it covered the track, the stations, bridges, signals, tunnels. Signal boxes, things like that. So this is a very nice take. And then we come down here to this GWR road van. Yes, the Great Western did purchase a bunch of these for use around that area. And it made it easy, as some of these brake vans did go from Templecombe all the way to Bournemouth. And some of them saw use on branch lines, like Weymouth, or branch lines in the West Country, or up the Great Western, such as on Brixham, or Brixham, or out of Kingsware. They serve their purpose really nicely. Now we come to the Southern Railway. And aside from a livery change on a lot of the wagons, to be both early with a giant SR and late with the smaller SR, there's not too much to talk about here. However, there is a change, and it is the bolster. So in Southern Railway days, the bolsters did carry general bolster cargo. That would be rods, pipes, big things like that. And we see two of these loads modeled nicely. And I love it. I love it. Are there things that would have could have been added? Yes. Pipes, you could have added giant cables, things like that. But what we have serves its purpose. Please. That's what I want people to understand. They serve their purpose, and I love them. I love this. I love all this stuff that you see here. We do have one more thing to look at, and then we're going to take a goods train and do an interchange. This is the BR era, and aside from everything being various shades of browns and grays, with one exception being this brake van, the modeling work, brilliant. There are some wagons, cattle wagon namely, that they did not make it into British Railways days. Therefore, they were scrapped. Now you may be wondering, why are the BR and SR eras in this pack? Well, starting with the Great Western Railway wagon pack, Caledonia Works, instead of releasing each individual era as a pack, they're going to start releasing all three eras, pre-grouping, grouping, and nationalization, into one pack to make it easier for people. And that way you have a more comprehensive system of what has or hasn't changed. And we're gonna take off. Now, we're gonna pass by the quick drives. And I'll talk about that when we get there. So while our engine highballs it, I want to look at the quick drives. So over here, we get the LSWR livery. One with the Adams radial tank engine, one with the 700, and the other one with the Adams A12. A lot of people are going to be going, well, why aren't we using, like, the C-Class? I mean, they used a mix of LBSCR and SECR wagons for the 700? Yes, but that was before we had the LSWR wagons. Now that we have the LSWR wagons, more accurate. And these engines would have actually been seen with these wagons. And the Adams radial tanks, yes, they did pull these wagons. However, they were soon relegated to places like Line Regis, where they had to pull them on a more regular basis. And then they were also relegated to, well, passenger workings. So the Adams radial tank engines really fell kind of out of favor pulling these trucks. They didn't last too long on the goods traffic. They were in, out, and bye-bye. Come over here. The BR pack. Uses the LSWR's Southern Railway liveried wagons. Which is odd. Here's the A12 coupled to the Southern Railway liveried wagons. Now, I have not been able to find the Adams Radial Southern Railway quick drive or the quick drive with the proper Southern wagons for the 700. I think what I'll do is, if I can find them, I will put them as little add-on clips to the back of this video. But now, we need to catch up with our goods train, and I'll show you the guard's view. Nice. We're gonna... Oh, we're hitting that bank soon. Okay. I am low on fire. Not good. But I will see you when we reach Bonded Castle, where we're to take A rake of nothing but a list to be our liveried wagons to Middleton and Teesdale. See you in. If I have to stop for a blow up, I'll see you on the other side. If not, I'll see you at Middleton and Teesdale. Barnard Castle. So, as we wait for the engine to come up here, what are my thoughts on the wagons? Well, one, I think they're well worth it. I believe that they give us just what we want, nothing more, for right now at least. A. B. I also believe very firmly that the wagons are worth the money. With what we get in there, plus the little additions and all the odds and ends pieces, it's really nice to have them. To be honest, I would love to see more like this, where it's just oddities thrown together. I mean, would I like an LSWR wagon pack that had things like like tankers and maybe like machinery, the low max style machine flats and things like that? Yes, but, and this is important, that's just a wish. That's not, oh, I need to have it or I'm gonna not touch these packs again. It's, I wish I had it. I would like it. It's a thought, but it's not something that's going to get me going a million miles of weesh. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm having to lock the handbrakes down because the wagons are pushing me forward. There is one train coming up this way and another train that I really wish I'd given more distance to, but I didn't. What train is the first one gonna be? Looks like it's an Adams engine of some kind. So, I do recommend this pack. Okay, wagons. You can stop your chattering. Come on. The trucks are driving me nuts. after this train is passed, I believe, I will tell you this. I recommend the wagons, but it's up to you whether you want to buy it or not. I'm gonna have to cut off the other run and the shunting. So many re-edits and just made me not want to do this. So yeah. Here we are, here's that other train. It's an Adams radial tank engine with some cattle trucks. See you in the next review. Bye.